Was it during that sponge period that we have when like, you know what I mean, when you're learning?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whatever that sponge period is,
Yeah.
whatever it is, what do they say? It's like five. It's like what?
I think it's like pretty much 4 to like 12 or 13.
Yeah,
or
5
something.
to like, yes, it was definitely in that age group because
Mm.
I remember even like going back, I remember picking everything up so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like even to me, it was like I was picking up everything so fast. So I would definitely say between the ages of maybe like eight,
Yeah.
9 years old, you know. So
Yeah.
that's where it started for me.
Yeah. That's incredible. And from there, you started to develop your love for music, and you are creating music. Are you doing it every day? Are you letting your friends hear it yet? Like, when do you make the transition to
Well,
be like, listen, world, I'm a producer. Listen to this.
I think the first memory I have of like somebody outside of just me and my father hearing what I was doing was my cousin Kawan. And by that time my father had went from the drum machine to there was this program called Notator, and it was like on this computer, and it was like a MIDI based program.
Yeah.
So by that time I had gotten pretty good at understanding how MIDI worked and how to put different sounds on different channels and I knew how to quantize and stuff like that. So my beats had gotten somewhat decent to me.
Yeah.
And my cousin Kawan, who was rapping at the time in a group called The Franchise, we cousins, so he was at the house. I'm like, man, I'm making beats now. I was like, I want you to hear my beats. He was like the first person. And I was playing beats, and he would just be like, these is cool. He would always encourage me, but
Yeah.
he was like, these is cool. It was always positive. But then his energy kind of turned into like, yo, like, put this on. Can you put this on
You got something.
yeah, you like, can you put this on like a tape or something? And so I did. And then he took my beats to one of the producers that they were working with. And that was like my first experience. And then from there, it was just when friends would come by the house, my cousins would come by the house. So my family was literally my first, like they were the first ones getting what I was making. So so they always encourage and push, but family too, they'll tell you I ain't like it, which is cool. I realized that it taught me how to take criticism and just whatever. Okay, you didn't like it, I like it, whatever. But with them telling everybody, oh yeah, my little cousin making beats, it kind of just spread.
Yeah.
So for me, it was all just out of love for doing it. You know what I mean? Just making it.
Yeah. That's awesome. So you are starting to share your beats with other producers. I've known of you before I met you here. Like I've heard of your production. I've heard you on other songs. It was a prestigious thing to get a D1 beat. You know what I mean? So when did you transition to, not only are you letting your beats get heard, but you're also getting them performed on by other like known artists. When did you start making that transition, and how did you get into the realm of like collaborating with these other I would just say Arizona legends, Arizona figures? Like you've touched on a lot of people here locally that are pushing for this thing we call music out here in Southwest.
Just relationships, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
just I'm grateful for all of the people who, when they get in front of somebody, mention my name. Like, I'm grateful for all of them, because that's literally how it happened for me. I can't pinpoint a time where I went out and sought
Yeah.
an artist to get on any of my beats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just never I've never done that. Like even now, like I've never sought out somebody to get on my beats.